Welcome back to another episode of the Phantom Experience. I'm here with Danielle, creator of Nani by Danny. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, feeling good, feeling good. I always start off people asking people how they doing physically on a scale of 1 to 10, mentally, emotionally.
Physically, I would say I'm at a solid 9 because I've just been working out like constantly. I didn't work out today, sorry, but I've been working out constantly. Trying to look good for the next photo shoot.
Yeah.
Mentally, I'm gonna say a good like 4 or 5.
Whoa, that's low. Why?
It's low. Cause right now, I'm at the point where I'm graduating, and it's like this is the crunch time right now. And it's
You're at
just,
a 4 or 5 and you're about to graduate. I feel like it'd be up if you like.
I know
about to-
I'm happy. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy.
Yeah.
But it's like thinking about like what's next. It's it's real. People asking you which one. Like, please stop asking
Nah,
me.
facts.
I don't know.
No. It's crazy because this last dude that came on here, he was like, we need to start appreciating like stuff in the moment.
Right.
Like right now, how you're like about to graduate, that's a big accomplishment. But you're
Exactly,
thinking
but
about
I'm
the next thing. But it's like I had that problem too though. Like
Exactly. I need to work on that.
I don't, but like how? Because it's really real life though. Like it's gonna be
yeah.
like what's next? Like you're gonna graduate, and if you're not planning, then you're gonna be like,
Then you're gonna be hurt whenever it comes time to that.
yeah. So it's just like But just give us like a little background of like where you're from, how you came up.
Yeah. So, like background originally, I'm Nigerian. Parents moved. Well, I was born here in Houston, Texas, but parents we've lived all over.
Yeah.
Parents moved back and forth from here to Nigeria. I came here, started school. I went to private school and then went to public school, and that was just a good experience for me. Just kind of getting a good, learning about all kinds of different cultures and everything. So I love that.
Mhm.
But as far as like, beginning with fashion and whatnot, I don't know if you ever think about like what you really want to do in the future, and you think back to little moments that you had when you were younger. It's like, wait, all this added up to like what I'm doing right now. Because I remember whenever I was like, when I first got here, I was like maybe like 6, 7.
Oh, so you weren't born here?
Oh no, I was born here, but like we moved back and forth.
Oh, okay.
But like so whenever we came back like for good, I was like 8 or 7, I'm not sure. But I remember I would get like printer paper and just draw like pretty patterns, like floral patterns. And I'm like, okay, Mom, I need an envelope, I need a stamp, I need to send this to, JCPenney, Macy's.
Yeah.
I need them to, put my design up and like, make a whole like
crazy.
fabric or whatever. And I would do that. I would send it to like all these different department stores, and they would get back to me talking about, oh, you made our day, but they wouldn't.
Did I?
Yeah.
Even when you was a kid?
Yeah, they'd be like, because it was like mail, like stamp, and like it was no email or nothing. I didn't know how to do none of that. I was 8. But yeah, I used to do all that. And then I was talking about it with one of my friends too. Like even in middle school, when I used to go to private school, we was hustlers. Like we would be like go to Michael's and get ribbons and bows, and we was selling that in school. It was like, hey, come on, $2. So now it's like, now that I'm seeing like what I'm actually doing, it's like, okay, those little things,
added up to
it's added into
what you're becoming now.
Exactly. Like I always had a inkling for fashion, and but. Growing up in an African household, like, that's not really an option at all.
Yeah, bad.
So,
I mean, but like what, prior to you like really getting to fashion, like before knowing like what you really wanted to do, like what was your passion before? Or what did you aspire to be?
Yeah, I mean, so like right now I'm a public health major and business minor. So that's like a segue to med school, pre-med, and still pre-med student.
Is that what you want to do? Like
yeah,
become a doctor?
that was a goal.
No, like currently?
Oh, currently, yeah, no, like I don't. Currently, don't get me wrong, I don't hate it because like you can't just like disassociate from your love for medicine like that because it's a really like beautiful craft.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're going to med school or doing something like that, you have to be fully tunnel vision focused on that.
You can't be
halfway in. Exactly, you can't. Because I know I have a friend right now that's in med school, and she literally told me like, you got to pick one.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I mean, have you told your parents that?
I mean, my mom, like, they know, my parents know, they know, like, because they know I have a brand and whatnot, and, like, whenever I mention things, like, yeah, I don't know what I want to do, like it's like, you're not going to med school anymore. I was like,
yeah, like, nah, I'm not, like, no.
Yeah, but there's always one parent that's easier to talk to than the other. So, once the other one finds out, I think, like, my parents, they're not really, like, strict, like, African parents, like, you must go or we're going to kick you out.
Yeah.
My thing is, like, they just want you to be successful and comfortable.
See, I feel like that helps, you know what I'm saying, because my parents are like the same way, so I feel like that helps us both. Because you know what I'm saying, we're trying to be in the creative world. But if we have African parents, like, you're going to be a doctor.
Yeah.
What else are you doing? You're not doing nothing else. Like I feel that would hurt you and like your growth and like life.
Because you want the people that are closest to you to be proud of you and support you as much as possible.
Yeah.
So having that kind of obviously they're not like full on like, yeah, come on, I'm gonna help you buy fabric, but like they're not against it.
Yeah.
So which is really
because it's still on you though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What makes it cool. But this is kind of like a curve. But how do I say this question? As a kid, what do you is there anything that you regret when you was a kid that you could change like now?
Ooh. Anything I could regret as a
like
kid?
Do anything that you do regret that you could like change now that you're like grown?
No, there's not really much.
Bro, you don't regret nothing from high school. You don't regret nothing from like coming up. Like
I mean, like if anything, like regret, I would say I regret like not looking more into other like aspects of what I wanted to do in the future. You know what I mean? I felt like if I had started, like I mean, I hate to say regrets because everything is perfect timing.
Do you think so though? There's not one thing that you ever regret. Like
I mean, I regret
like I find it hard to believe that there's not one thing that you don't regret.
I regret like not starting and focusing on fashion earlier.
Okay.
I literally feel like I could have as soon as like because there's a bunch of people that I've met like since I've started fashion and they go to like Parsons, Central St. Martin's, and these are like fashion schools, London, Paris.
Like grown up.
Yeah, and they went straight out of high school, and it's like, don't get me wrong, like school is great and everything. I would be honored to go to one of those schools.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm ready. I already finished my 4-year degree. Like I'm not gonna go back to school, unfortunately. But I wish I had just done that straight out of high school.
Yeah, that's actually a great segue to my next question. Do you think like school as now like we're seeing a lot of creatives like young, old, like become successful. So do you still think school is like important? And I'm sorry. And how do you like going to Texas A&M?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll answer the Texas A&M question first.
Yeah.
His name is cool, but as a minority, it's a little bit difficult to like, because there's a lot of microaggressions that you just face on a daily basis. Like something as little as like the whole class sitting in the back and not sitting next to you when you're when you're the only one. Like
that's crazy.
My freshman year, like if I didn't know like people from like middle school that I just found randomly, I would have not had like anyone to sit next to. No one would have. It's just little things.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and like they'll just crack little jokes, and you're just like awkward laugh because you're the only one. Like there's nothing you can do about it really. But like, don't get me wrong, like I've still met a great amount of people that are not like that at all.
Facts.
But yeah, I also really just love the networking aspect of it of A&M. Like honestly, like when I think about it, what other school I would go to in Texas, there's no other school I would go to.
Is that the only like school you thought about going to after high school?
Well, it's not the only school I thought of. I went to A&M just simply because I got a scholarship. So
okay, facts.
Yeah, and the scholarship has been amazing. It's really helped a lot. Like,
yeah.
Not just with like paying tuition, but they actually train us and like help us like network and meet people and like I had an internship this past summer. I got it through my scholarship.
That's really cool.
So yeah, but also then like the networking aspect. I just got my Aggie ring.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you. I just got my ring and it's like it's really big because I was at the fabric store yesterday.
Yeah.
And I saw this lady next to me and she was like looking, maybe she was in her 50s, 60s. I saw she had a gold ring on. I was just staring at the ring. I was like, Aggie ring. I started to do my arm like this so so she'll see my ring. And then I just turned to her. I was like, I like your ring. She said, thank you. I went to Texas A&M. I said, really? I just got my ring. She said, oh, wow. And we just started talking. Let's spark up a conversation from there. It was just little things like that that you just like about A&M. But
y'all love y'all's A&M.
We do.
Aggie pride. What? Y'all niggas are crazy over there.
We do. But as far as like me thinking school is important, I think school is important for certain careers like, medicine or, being a lawyer, certain things like that.
That's what I feel like too.
Or engineering, but anything else?
But like I feel disrespectful in saying that like people who go to school for like communications, like for me to say that like that major is like worthless. I don't feel like that's cool for me to say. But in the real world, like I'm not even trying to like force, but like what weight does it really hold? Oh no whole shit though. I'm just being 100. Like I'm being actually 100 though.
I feel like for a major like communications or like any other major like some liberal arts thing, you're literally going to school.
Hey, I feel so bad. No.
You're going to school for discipline. That's the only thing I've learned in school: discipline and knowing how to like. And some people leave school without learning discipline. But I feel like it's taught me a lot of discipline and a lot of time management. Mm-hmm. But if I were to go to, let's say, like how I wanted to go to fashion school right out of high school, I was talking about it with somebody else, and I was just like, yeah, like I don't really enjoy getting, being told what to do and having due dates. And they said, honestly, they wouldn't go back to school for that. They would go back to school for the network and just meeting people, like, meeting people, like growing, like, because, there's always that, there's that thing I heard about. It's called vertical networking. Yeah. That's good and all. But, like, at this age, we should all be, like, networking horizontally because you need to be coming up with the people that are around you. And, like, going to school, like fashion school, you're coming up with those people. And, like, that would be amazing. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Never thought about that. No, I feel like you're definitely right. I mean, like, I feel like personally, like, not that, like, discredit those people who are going to school for that. Like, I just feel like it's almost honestly like a waste of time because, like, you're right about school. School, honestly, like, especially, like, me reading books about, like, money, too, like, it really taught me that, like, school is really just, unless you're being a doctor, you're trying to be a dentist, you're trying to be something across that, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a waste of money. It's ridiculous. Money, like the cost is OD. It's OD.
And then you're taking classes that don't even matter. That shit that you don't even want to. Really
Why am I taking nutrition? Like,
like, bro.
Why are you taking music theory?
Nah,
like, what?
That shit is so stupid.
No, bad.
So let's talk about where did you find inspiration now that you're older to become a fashion designer?
I would say, like, as far as inspiration for my collection.
Yeah, like, when did you first start your brand, too?
I first started it last summer in July. My brand, it wasn't really planned, you know what I mean? Like, I had always thought about, or, like, talked about, yeah, I'd always wanted a fashion brand, but it's, like, no one ever knows the right time to start one. So whenever I think I had posted a couple of videos on Twitter, I posted a couple of pictures. I think there was this one video that was just, like, blowing up crazy, and somebody, like, some of my followers had DM'd me, like, start an Instagram page, start a brand right now. I was like, what do you mean? Like, they're like, I'm like, okay. So I started it, and then it was first called Danny's Pieces.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, really? And it was, like, within, like, the first couple, like, hours, I had, like, 300, 400 followers. I was like, oh my God.
That's
like,
crazy.
Like, okay. And then, like, the next day, I was like, okay, I guess I need to start a Twitter, too. So I made a Twitter for the brand, and it's, like, I was just getting, like, followers quickly. So, I don't know, it kind of started, it was kind of impulse. It was, nothing was ever really planned. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that was great in a way. That's also been, I don't want to say detrimental, but it's also been, like...
Why you say that? Because
it hasn't given me time to plan and, like, sit back and, like, plan a proper collection. Because, like, right now, if you look at my page, I don't really have a proper, like, photo shoot or anything. Yeah. It's always been, like, something went viral, people loved it, sold it. You know what I mean? And the kind of person I am is, like, I like to be very organized with certain things like that, with, like, school, like, just be...
Yeah.
You
give me that. You give me those vibes.
Being neat with being neat with everything. So it's like right now I've been taking time, like just like I haven't posted in a while. I've been taking a break, so I actually like plan out and kind of create like a whole business plan of what I want to do within the next year and just see how that works for me. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you can't really plan like things going viral and things not. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like that. Like, it's a pro and a con of, like, what you just said, too.
Yeah.
Because the fact that it blew up fast, it's like, okay, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going.
Yeah.
But now that you're, like, taking the proper time to, like, plan, it's like, okay, now I'm taking the proper time to, like, really detail shit out.
Yeah.
Really map shit out. So, hoping, like, the next collection goes crazy, too.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But, like, sometimes, like, my thing is, like, it's cool. It's, like, it's consistency is what will take people far. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not everything's about numbers. My thing is, like, whenever I want to drop something...
Is that true, though?
I mean, listen, like, okay, whenever...
Numbers matter.
Numbers matter. Don't get me wrong. It's a business. At the end of the day, it's a business.
You know what I mean?
It's
business. Numbers matter.
Numbers matter, but I feel like you won't get hurt if, you don't get the right amount of likes or whatever if you like what you put out.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, you'll drop something and be like, damn, I didn't get enough likes or anything. But it's like...
But to be real, though, you get a bunch of likes on, like, damn near anything you post.
But listen, it's like, certain times it's like, okay, like, this is it? You know what I mean? It's like...
That's how you feel?
Sometimes it's like, damn, like...
Okay,
but then again, like, if the picture is, like, bomb and I only get, like, 14 likes, I don't care. Because I like it myself. You know what I mean? And
that's
like,
facts.
You know what I mean? It's like, if I drop a piece that, like, only 3 people buy... or like only my friends and family buy.
Yeah.
I don't care because I liked it. I put it out because I liked it. That's another reason why it's taking me forever to drop something.
Yeah.
Because I have to like it, because if I don't like it enough and someone's like, oh yeah, that shit ugly, that gonna hurt me. But if I know it's fire and you tell me that shit's ugly, then
fuck you,
you're lying.
Like,
you're lying.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. That's crazy because like, do you like? I don't know, because I feel like people like let's say they drop a picture and they don't get as much likes as they feel like they were gonna like get originally. They just delete it. You think that's like bad or like?
To me, I don't like to do that unless like I think, okay, because sometimes like girls will stare at a picture and be like, damn, maybe this picture is ugly. That's after a while.
But that's like, not cool though, because like let's say you dropped it, because you dropped the picture for a reason. Like, thought the hoe was fire.
Exactly.
Like you thought when you dropped that hoe, niggas were gonna fuck with that hoe. But then niggas were not fucking with that hoe.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
I don't feel like internally you should tell yourself like, all right, like niggas weren't fucking with this, so I'm gonna delete this hoe. Like,
yeah, no. At
that point, that means you're looking for like
looking for validation, and that's forever gonna ruin you. Like if you want to keep going. I don't delete pictures if it doesn't like go away. But I'll delete it if I'm looking at my page consistency. I'm like okay, that picture doesn't really flow on my page.
Yeah.
Okay, that picture can get removed. You know what I mean? But not because of like, oh, I only got 2 likes. Yeah. Like, damn.
I ain't gonna. I didn't post a picture on Twitter and I was like, damn, like y'all niggas not fucking with this hoe.
Nah, the thing is like you literally gotta look at like, because I follow a lot of like influencers on Twitter too, and I'll see like sometimes like they won't get like no type of likes.
Not bad.
And it's like, okay.
That
like,
shit's crazy.
They keep moving. Why can't I keep moving?
Do you think it's like the algorithm or like?
I don't know. I think it's just the algorithm, like, because a picture will be fire and do crazy on Instagram.
That's what I'm saying.
Twitter.
No, hey.
You guys are.
God, hey, I don't know what's different to my Instagram followers. I have the same followers.
Bro.
So I'm like, wait, what's going on Twitter? And like, it's like.
Yeah, and it's genuinely like the algorithm and the time, like, because they're always messing with these apps and like, yeah. And TikTok, it would literally like the videos that would go viral on my Twitter.
Yeah.
It wouldn't go viral on TikTok.
So yeah, but I feel like a lot of videos on your TikTok like be doing numbers though.
But it was like on Twitter that it did numbers, but like on the actual TikTok app, it's like I don't know, it's a whole different type of algorithm. I don't really know. It's like I think Twitter likes longer videos, and I don't know. I really can't even say because I be seeing long videos on TikTok that go viral, but it's
crazy.
You can never really predict it with these things.
Nah, you can't. There's no blueprint to shit like this.
Like my friends I always say like when it comes to like people blowing up and like their brands blowing up and whatnot, it's like whenever God wants to bless you, He'll bless you.
Bad, for sure.
That's it.
And you just gotta be, and consistency is a bigger part. Like that plays like a major part. I just seen this girl. Quick story. I just seen this girl. I was just scrolling through like YouTube, and I'll be watching podcasts all the time. So like there was an interview like on the Breakfast Club. This girl, she's literally like 20. Like she's from Milwaukee. She's an artist. She just blew up. Like, but she said that like she always would like send her songs to what's this nigga's name? He's a nigga that the Lil Baby, QC, the label. Mm-hmm. She'll send her songs to QC, and he'll like, you know what I'm saying? He'll keep singing it. She'll tell her fans, send it to QC. Kept sending it. She said that like nigga didn't respond, and then like she just kept working. And then Charlamagne the God was like, she signed now to like QC and shit. But like Charlamagne the God was like, what kept you like? I forgot her name. I'm gonna show you after. I forgot her name. She's like an upcoming like. I guess,
damn, that's amazing.
Charlamagne was like, what made you like sign her? And he was like, honestly, like just consistency. Like she just kept sending me her song, and even though I didn't open it, I mean, he'll open it, but like obviously he didn't message her back, knowing that like he read her or anything. He was like, it was just consistency. Like she just kept showing me that she's being consistent.
Wow.
And mind you, she's only 20. Like. So she has so much time to like grow and be nurtured, like So she's really probably like I feel like she's probably gonna be like a star and shit. Like,
something like that's crazy because like I need to learn from that because in the fashion industry like something similar to that would be like messaging a stylist, like messaging Zendaya's stylist, like hey, can you put me here, and like just them airing you. Like if I did that, I would be hurt off the first if they didn't respond. But it's like. You just gotta keep it pushing. You literally gotta keep pushing. No, that's good though.
Like I feel like like that just showed me too that like you know what I'm saying, consistency, like, and also like consistency plus like also what you're really putting out. Like the product has to still be good. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you can be consistent, but like you just dropping some bullshit.
Yeah.
But like if the product's good and shit like that. But I also wanted to ask you like when it comes to like the creative process, like we were just talking off camera and like the frustrations about shit that you gotta do. So like what is like the creative process like you like outside of shit that people see that's hard?
Yeah. So I feel like when it comes to like being a creative, there's always that like creator's block where you just have like a couple of days or weeks and you just cannot create anything. And sometimes it'll just like happen all the splurge of one moment. So yeah, it always like sometimes it'll come like that, especially one moment, and it'll be something could be related to. I'll make a pieces related to like I'll take inspirations from vacation, take inspirations from like my past or like or countries I visited, and then certain things like that. And I'll also look at because one thing you also have to look at is like the colors and things you put out with fashion. They have to be like consistent or they have to match. So I like to look at a color wheel a lot.
What do you mean by like they have to match? Like what you mean?
Like don't like I'm just putting out an example. Like you don't want to put out like a highlighter pink collection, and then in the collection you'll put out something that's navy blue.
Yeah,
like it has to match on the color wheel and it has to look nice. So I like to do that a lot whenever I'm trying to drop something. But from there on, I'll sketch a lot. Like I'm literally always sketching. I'll be in class sketching. But whenever I'm like done with my sketches and like it's perfected to my liking, I'll send it out to a manufacturer overseas. That's who I'm working with right now, manufacturer overseas.
I know that could be tough too.
It's just really because that language barrier. Like, don't get me wrong, they speak English, but like
time zone.
Yeah, time zone. Like, 'cause I'm always talking to them in the evening time, and like when they need something corrected, it'll be like 1 a.m. It's like I can't just get up and just start doing stuff right now. But
I know tough.
It's tough. And then another thing is like, their pricing is decent. Don't get me wrong, but it's also an issue when it comes to like shipping things, to you. Because it would be good if I had a manufacturer in Houston, I could just walk down the street and say, hey, what's going on? What's up? But it's not like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, once they give me the sample or whatever, and another problem is like the sample, like people never, because I feel like my designs are always so complicated from like what I like no one has seen it yet.
Yeah.
Whatever I want to put out is always so complicated to the point where it's like, we're gonna take like over a month to get the sample right, and we're gonna do it a million. Like yesterday, I was out with my friends, and I was at a restaurant, and manufacturer was pretty much arguing with me, saying,
"Bro,
yeah, there's prime pay. They're saying like, hey, we've never done this before. Like, it's taking a long time for us to do this because I keep telling them, change it.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, this is gonna cost extra. I'm like, whatever, cool. I'll pay you extra as long as you make it right.
Yeah.
And they're trying to say like, hey, like is this the final edit? I'm like, I said, it'll be the final edit when it is made correctly. Like, what do you mean? And they're trying to play me and saying, oh, is this your first time designing? I said, I'm an experienced designer, else I would not be giving you this many corrections.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They trying to disrespect you.
They disrespect me. So and certain things like that, you have to put people in their place before they're gonna keep like running over you and keep charging you extra. So I had to say something, and from like as soon as I said something, they knew to start acting, correct and being more respectful. But yeah, certain things, issues like that, you always run into. But hopefully, I get my sample back and it's perfect, and then from there you move on to bulk production. Another issue is a lot of these manufacturers, they want a minimum order quantity of like 300, 100, and certain things like that. Yeah, and so you just
not
gotta
even 50.
Nah,
300.
Yeah, and it's just hard because you got to find the right ones, and once you find the right one, it's like you have to stick with them because you can't just go to anybody else. They're gonna play you. So yeah, that's another issue that we run into sometimes. But it's doable to find some people that will do it for a low amount or whatever you feel like you can sell. Yeah. And because you also got to think about what you want to sell and like, what you want to eventually like send out to like influencers or whatnot.
I feel like just that process is crazy too, because I have friends that are trying to do shit like that, and when we go to California, they'll like meet up with a fashion designer and they're doing this, they're doing that. Like it's just a lot. Like I couldn't do that shit. Like that shit is like. I feel like you really have to have that's why you really have to have a passion for like what you do, because the shit that takes you, like when you're going through that, trying to reach like top peak of like where you're trying to be at, it's a like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot to get there.
That's how it is with, I feel like with anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's why you can't just do some shit that you don't like. I feel like you just can't do some shit that you don't have a passion for.
You don't have passion for it. And it's like you're not fully like focused on it.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
And then you're not like the shit, the dirty work that you have to do to get to where you have to go, you're probably not going to want to do it because it's like, I don't even want to do it anyway. So
exactly. And it's also you don't want to be in a bad mood when you're working. You know what I mean? It's like whenever I'm like sketching or designing, like none of it feels like work. Like
exactly.
Like the only part that I would be like maybe frustrated about is like at myself for not being able to like think of something perfectly. Yeah. But as far as like actually like doing the dirty work and whatnot, it's like it doesn't really bother me too much. Yeah. And I mean, like I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I first started, like, and I was like doing everything, like hand making everything. It got to the point where I was getting like, you know, like too many like orders for me to actually like hand make each thing. And I've noticed this with a lot of designers as well, not just me, but they said it got to the point where when they were making everything by themselves, like they hated sewing. It got to the point where they couldn't sew for like a good couple months. And that happened to me too. And I didn't really know why. Because I was just like, I was sewing the exact same line over and over again. It took the fun out of sewing, you know what I mean? So that's another thing, like you find that balance as to like when you need help or when it's time to, you know, transition. But that's another thing I'm scared of too, because whenever I meet people, I travel to New York or travel to LA and fashion people, and they're like, they always say you need a team.
Facts.
And I just don't know when to like.
Me either. I feel the same way.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like you don't know when to like.
Because I don't trust people. Like, not to say I don't trust people. It's just like my standard of like shit that I'm trying to do. I don't know if you're on the same.
Exactly. And
shit
it's like,
as I'm trying to
I want you to have the exact same passion.
Exactly. And that's hard to like find, and I don't know that shit.
And because people are grimy.
Yeah.
People are very grimy.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. That team shit. But you need, but like, I'm not gonna lie, you need a team though. Like, that's actually facts though. Like, that's one thing I know for sure. Like, you need a fucking team. Like,
easily.
Because niggas need to be doing certain shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing everything right now. But like, if you had a team, this person would be doing this,
handling that.
You're doing what you need to do, and y'all collectively, you know what I'm saying, growing. But like, if you know what I'm saying, it's just hard, bro. I can't lie. Like that team shit. I don't know how you like.
I have like I've tried to look at a lot of designers that are around, like not around me, but like obviously a little bit bigger than me. But I try to look at what they've done and see how they built their team. And I've noticed like there's certain like websites you can go on and you can like put out an ad for like, you know, your business or whatever, and it's like designers like looking to work. And I think that's also something I would like to try out, and not just like get somebody off of Instagram that's like looking for a come up with a quick bag because they see how like quick you're growing. You know what I mean? So that's something I would look into.
That's fact. I need one too, man. I'm really trying to find one too. It's hard. Like I want to co-host, but it's just like I have to fully 100% trust that you really want to do this shit. Like you're not just doing this shit because you think I'm about to ascend, or because what if I'm going through a drought and you know what I'm saying, you don't want to do it no more. Like I don't know. It's just. I don't know.
That's hard. I don't know. Cause I've like been lucky enough to meet a good group of people that are like, I feel like are genuine whenever I travel to like LA or New York. But I've also met a good handful of people that are just grimy and like, it's like, dang, like I didn't grow up like that. Like, why are you like that? But people are real life fake and weird.
And you don't be knowing like people's like true intentions. There's shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit that's like. But I wanted to also ask you like, what clothing brands inspire you, if any?
Yeah, a lot of clothing brands inspire me. So I'm a big on like runway shows. Like one day I want to have a runway show like during Fashion Week, like whether it's Milan.
Oh yeah, you did go to Fashion Week.
Yeah,
how'd you like it?
Lovely. I feel like that made
amazing,
my whole September.
Not bad.
That was because the thing is I went on my own as well, and I just met up with like people that I knew that were there. So like I wouldn't have my day planned. I probably had like one event planned where I would go to something in like the morning or afternoon, and my whole night would be planned just because of the way I would network and like meet people, and it was so fun. But I went to different events. Like, I don't think I've ever drank that much champagne in my whole life. Then I was in it because one thing I noticed is like a lot of people during Fashion Week were just celebrating, and it really motivated me simply because like I want to be able to like gather like hundreds of people one day and just celebrate me. Like I don't know.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
It's just like I don't know. There's this. Where was I? I had this huge bottle of like Dom Perignon. That was like my first time drinking Dom Perignon. I was like, okay, this is an expensive champagne.
Not bad.
I said, okay,
where were you at? What the fuck?
Oh, this is an expensive bottle. I said the next time I drink Dom Perignon, I want it to be my bottle. Like I bought it. So I just said like from that moment on, that's gonna be my last time drinking Dom Perignon until like it sounds corny. It's next time I drink it, I'm buying. It's gonna be my thing. You know.
Nah, that's why I took from New York the most. Like even though I had fun, it was just more motivating than anything. Like I was running into so many people, and I was like, bro, like what the fuck? And like
really,
I was trying to sneak into like the fashion shows and shit. I mean, it didn't really end up like working out or anything.
Yeah, it's always real. You know,
it was fun.
It was hard. Like, apparently, before COVID and everything.
Yes,
it was easy.
Yes, like, because my friend snuck in. Like my friend snuck in like 2 years ago in 2019. Like when they went, so I thought it was like me going this. I thought I was green. Like We get into that hoe. When we actually got past, like, bro, so tell me why. We was going down, like, we was in New York. I don't know where the fuck we were at. I don't know if it was like at a hotel or something, bro. But this is where I seen Sweetie, I seen Mela, I seen Russell Westbrook. But like me and my friends literally like walked down like the runway. They were flashing pictures like because we really looked like we were really like some niggas, I guess. They were flashing craziest thing ever. We was walking up, you know what I'm saying? They took like COVID. They were like acting for your COVID thing. Did the COVID thing. So we got past the next thing. Next thing we're like, all right, so like what's y'all's names? And then we was like, yeah, get to the side until y'all know who's like with y'all at the door. Yada yada yada. But like they say last year it was just easy, like
yeah, that's
and I was like, fuck, like I really wanted to get into that hoe. Like
everywhere is like it's a line. I mean, it's a list for you to get in everywhere now. And apparently before like the addresses weren't even hidden. Like everyone knew where this show was gonna be at what time, exactly when, da 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 da.
It was top security. Even like when my friends went to Rihanna's like party, they were trying to sneak into that house too.
Oh, okay. After the Met?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they just said it was just like it was just like impossible. Like,
are you serious?
Like the Rihanna shit was just on lockdown. Like,
are you?
Even when I was trying to sneak into like the first one, because like we really like if anything I could have got into that one. But you know what I'm saying? We just didn't have a name. And mind you, I was really picking over like because the lady had like an iPad. She was scrolling. She was like, "So what's your name?" And I was just like, I don't know what the fuck I said. It's just some bullshit. But there's names I could have read off, and I could have just and then said it. But
bro, mind you, that I wasn't trying to do that, but me and my friend, we were going to this one like club afterwards, and it's one of those like after parties for a fashion show, so you have to be on the list to get it. So my friend she was a designer, and she got us all on the list, but she kind of put us on the list that day, so we weren't on the actual like paper list.
Yeah.
So we were trying to like, the lady was trying to like find our name, and I just picked like that to see if I can find my name. I wasn't even thinking like that. Yeah. And she literally.
For real?
I was like, damn, I was trying to help you. Like,
nah, bad.
I wasn't trying to do all that.
Nah, that shit crazy. Because they probably know. Like,
they know.
Trying to like, bro, that shit's crazy. Like, New York was amazing though. Like, I really love New York. Like,
I don't think I could live there though.
I feel like I could live there like when it's not cold. I haven't experienced cold, but they just say it's just too crazy.
I can't do that.
And I don't want to do that one. But like, you don't fuck with New York though?
I could not. I'm not a walker. Like I like to wear heels. I just step out the car. Like ballet open the door for me. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I feel like I don't know. I see what you mean now.
And then Uber everywhere. Like, and I'm not trying to drive. The way they drive there.
But there's no point in driving though. Like, at least for like when we was in New York, like everything literally was like, nah, we was walking.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, we was walking. I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, we was walking. Yeah, I just don't feel like there's like a necessity for a car because like.
I mean, you don't need a car if you're gonna ride the subway.
Yeah, because you could just damn near take the train anywhere you go. But I don't know.
It's also gross. Imagine like being dolled up in a cute ass dress and then hitting the subway.
Bad. No, bad. And we were seeing people like that too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Could be me.
So what's next for Nani by Danny? And just you. Are you also?
Yeah.
Like, what's next for you?
There's a lot coming up next. So I'm gonna be graduating in December, and I feel like I was telling you earlier, like I'd listen to a bunch of podcasts. I like to listen to a bunch of people that are, above me and people that are where I want to be.
Facts.
And one thing that I've heard in common from a lot of them is like, give yourself time to fully devote to your craft. So whether it's like give yourself a good solid like 4 months, give yourself a solid 6 months, and just work on that every day. Eat, sleep, breathe that, and like you'll see the results. So right now I've been like kind of pretty much like preparing for that. Whenever I move, let's say come January, I've been preparing that for the next like January to summer, what I want to be doing. I'm still in the process of preparing, but it's constant like y'all gonna get tired of me on social media. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna get real like okay, again, yeah. Yeah, that's literally the plan, is just put out content and just keep going to the point where it's like, there's one thing is like if you see it, I forgot how it goes, but like if you see it like 7 times, like you'll be forced to like look into it. Yeah, look into it and maybe like possibly like see what it's about, and obviously like cop.
People who aren't like creators probably don't understand like the importance of like posting shit that you're trying to do.
Yeah, even though no matter how annoying it might be, because there's this one like I'll go back to something else, but there's this one brand or this designer that I follow. And I just decided to take a peek at her Instagram because I noticed that she didn't really post much. I noticed that every single post that she had on her page is her design or her brand that she wore. And that's something I want to do. Like, not just like, I mean, of course, like right now, like we look good or whatever, snap it up. But I don't want to be like just posting like snapped up pics. I want to post like something related to my craft each and every single time. Until I have the luxury to post, oh, I got a cute purse.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. I don't
know if you get what I'm trying to say.
My friend, no. My friend literally was just telling me that shit like last, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And I didn't understand what he was saying, but it makes sense. Like, if everything that you're posting is about towards your brand, people are gonna be more inclined to like
exactly like even on your story. Like I don't even want to be posting too much like
not bad
funny stuff. I want to let you know what I mean. Like,
but it's like people crazy. Who are, no, it's not because people who are like aren't creative, they won't understand because it's like they're just living like normally. They're like, all right, let me take a picture. I'm eating at Jupiter. It's like there's no, I'm not. There's not no disrespect.
I'm gonna still probably do it tomorrow. You know what I'm
saying? But no, I know exactly what you mean.
I want to work towards like you only seeing what you need to see because I noticed that like. Whenever I went to New York, I was at this tech company party, and everyone I met was like, yeah, I've had a company for like 5-10 years. Yeah, sold my business, for a couple minutes. I was like, okay. But I noticed, like, I got a couple of their Instagrams.
Yeah.
And these people are, like, older people, of course. But, like, I've noticed, like, they be watching my story, and, like, they see me go out, and it's like, maybe I should only be posting. You know what I mean?
I see what you mean. Yeah,
it's like, I need to just work on just posting for that reason.
Yeah. I think you should find a balance.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, I mean, I don't always post about my podcast shit, but majority of my page is pretty much like what I do. Like, because like there's really no, I feel like there's no point in like just posting some shit of me, you know what I'm saying? Even though the picture might be nice, but like, what is it really doing for me? You're just gonna get likes, cool, but like, it's not helping me to where I really want to fucking go.
Exactly.
So
and it's like everything you do, like it gets to the point, like I think we're at the point where everything we're doing right now, it needs to some way tie into your brand. And it's like one thing that I used to like, people always thought I was like heartless, but like whenever I was in like high school, my friends would ask me like, hey, do you want to go here? And in my head, I used to be like, what am I going to gain from that? And
that's crazy that you're thinking like that age.
And in high school, I was thinking like that. And it got to the point where I felt like, oh, damn, maybe I'm being disrespectful because I used to say it out loud sometimes. And I started, like, just joking around in college and, like, just doing whatever just everyone was doing.
Yeah.
But I feel like now I'm double back in, like, going back and just thinking about what am I going to gain.
No, you're right. I'm not going to lie. That's so crazy.
Think about it.
That's crazy.
Everything you do, like, whenever someone even asks you, like, hey, do you want to go to the address on Saturday? What am I going to gain? Like, I mean, if it's for, like, you need some time to relax and you just get your mental right and just have fun and party, cool. And they always think about like people that you're meeting and like what can I gain from you? It sounds bad.
No, it's not.
It's not using people. There's a difference. But it's like, what am I gonna gain? Because we on the same time.
Bro, I know exactly what bro. Me and my friend be having this like argument all the time, but like. Because sometimes you might go somewhere, there's no benefit of me going there.
Exactly.
Other than just eating, drink, cool, I get drunk, I go to like, but it's not really helping me towards like what I really want to do.
Like, not just wasting my time. Like, I could have been doing something. I could have been brainstorming some ideas.
No, bro, I can lie. No, that's crazy. No, I definitely feel you 100%. I be having that battle too, like, cause like I just feel like as I like I be reading these books and shit. I just feel like always 9 times out of 10, you just need to be like on your grind, like. Grind now so you can shine later.
Bro,
I
love personal growth book. It sounds corny, but
I can lie. If you go to my,
read.
Bro, that's all I read. I'm not gonna lie. I read that and just like money. Like I'm not gonna lie, cause like I just feel like those are the most 2 important things in like life: your personal growth and like money. Cause like friends don't really matter. They're gonna come and go. Like
they're gonna come and go.
In high school,
like,
we had friends. They're gone. Like 9 times I don't even talk to. Like, I still talk to people. Obviously,
yeah, I
like,
gotta be on people.
My core friends I really really fuck with, but like 9 times out of 10, like.
And that's a good point to talk about friends as well. It's also like when people say like. The people that you're around really dictate what it is true.
I used to think that shit wasn't true. I was like, nah.
I used to be like, nah, like they can do what they want to do. I can do it. Nah, it's true because like the way your friends like influence the way you think, like what you do.
Yeah, that's
crucial.
Why. I don't know. I don't know if it was an artist or something I was reading, but they just like niggas who are trying to like do what you're trying to do. You need to be around you because then like all my friends are either trying to be artists, artists. And just clothing brands. That's literally it. But like we're all like in the creative thing, so we all be trying to push each other or just make sure everybody's doing what they need to be doing. But if you have friends that aren't on the same shit as you, you might just end up doing what the fuck they're doing. That's not helping you at all.
Exactly. Like, and it's like, don't get me wrong, like it's good to have like a good diverse group of friends, but it's also good to know the distance to keep those people and like who to keep closer.
So bad, like because it sounds like you're like you're at 48 Laws of Power.
I'm reading it right now.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that book is so crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I wouldn't. I don't know, like I wouldn't want to use all those rules in real life because I feel like it's so like.
Some of them are really good though.
But some of them I feel like, all right, you can use in certain moments. But like if you really use every rule on a daily basis, you'll be an evil person. But you'll be successful as fuck though. You'll be successful as shit.
But
you'll be evil
some
though.
rules are too much though.
It's too much. It's too much. Like, dude, wait, this is really what I have to do to become successful? Like, damn, like I gotta. It's like damn near like, nah, bro, that book is kind of evil. Like
one thing that I've been working on is, I think one of them is like. Conceal your intentions.
Yeah, I think that's one of the chapters in there, right?
Yeah,
or it talks about something.
That's one of the laws. Yeah, conceal your intentions. Like that's also really like.
No, I think that's smart. Important too. Yeah, and then I don't know if it says in the book, but it'll just be like somebody like if you meet somebody and you just let them talk, you'll know a lot about them. Like, and by you not even saying a word, like that's why it's not good to talk too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like whenever I meet somebody, not on podcast though, but like in person, like if I meet you, I probably wouldn't like. I probably shouldn't be saying that, but I probably let niggas talk because I just want to see like how you really are, like what's your like mental, like what are you really like about, but like because you'll tell me everything.
That's another problem though because you have to know where and who to do that to.
Facts.
Because by not speaking up, you can block your blessing.
Oh yeah. You're right. But I probably know who to do it to, who not to do it to. Like some people be like,
but then sometimes you don't though because like I'll like whenever like you go to like New York, you don't even know if you're sitting next to Oprah stylist. Like, you don't know who you're. You don't know.
Yeah. I guess like
it's real difficult.
You gotta know, like I guess you gotta know like when to like.
Yeah, just gotta judge by aura. Really.
Yeah. All right, look, I'm gonna get to my fam Q&A before I let you get out of here. So, I give you questions, you just give me answers. What celebrity would you want to be styled by you?
Styled by me?
Yeah.
Ooh. We're gonna have to go with Rihanna.
Okay. Favorite artist out of Houston?
Out of Houston?
Favorite artist out of Houston? Like I'm talking about like music wise.
Megan Thee Stallion.
For real?
Yeah.
Over Travis Scott?
Travis Scott cool, but like
he's cool.
Yeah, I feel like
you don't fuck with him like that.
I do. I like Travis Scott, but I would pick
Travis
Megan.
Scott. All right, Yeezy collection shoes or clothes and designers. Like if you had to choose one, like you can only wear Yeezy clothes or like designer clothes.
Designer clothes.
Yeah, like Balenciaga.
Oh yeah, cause like there's I'd rather wear like I should pick what designer clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I feel like Prada has a lot.
Prada
has great runway shows. Miu Miu.
Yeah.
I'm not really a big fan of Louis Vuitton, unfortunately.
Bro, I like Louis Vuitton. You like Louis Vuitton?
I like Balenciaga's what they're doing now with the whole like monochromatic look.
I fuck with Balenciaga.
Yeah.
I like Balenciagas. All right, Roddy Ricch or Lil Baby?
Roddy Ricch.
Off the top over Lil Baby?
I'm a
Damn, what? Bro, whoa.
I'm a Roddy Ricch stan.
First of all, since Please Anti. So what's the album called?
Please excuse me for being antisocial.
Bro, where's he at?
Listen.
Wait. It's been 20.
Anybody
what's going
that
on?
Knows it's a work of art. It takes time.
Cool.
So it's a masterpiece.
Wait, he just got into the game though.
It's a masterpiece.
That's like, bro, Drake, bro, that's one thing that I love about Drake. He's always been consistent. Like, I know I'm going to get music from the guy. Where is Roddy Ricch? Where is he? And mind you, when he dropped the album, true. I loved it, bro. I was listening to every day.
He's been doing features, though. He's been doing features. So he's still letting you know he's alive.
Oh, can you drop an album? Roddy?
Yeah, he needs to drop an album.
Keep texting him so he can... He can do something? That's crazy.
He is new to the game.
Like, bro, you just got in the game and the guy just went...
He should respect himself. Because he's acting like Rihanna.
Kendrick. Like Rihanna, Kendrick. Like, whoa, chill. Like, you're cold, but there's levels. Like, you can't just go missing, bro. Like,
Facts.
All right, my last question. Who's someone you would like to see on the Fandom Experience and you have to help me bring them on here?
I would definitely have to say my friend Heaven Riley.
Heaven. Look.
She has her brand, Heaven's Own. Like, she coming up.
Nah, she is, bro. Mind you, I've watched her growth, like, since she was, like, middle school? Like,
and she stuck with it. She's very consistent. So I love about her. Like, me and her, like, we're really close. Like, we literally always talk all the time about, like, where we want to be and how. That's another person. Like, that's someone that I like to keep around just because, like,
definitely.
We're on the same
You can see she's, like, grinding. Like, she's passionate about what she does.
Very
like, she's trying to get to the top. Was she at the fashion, like, because I seen her on page, like, she at a fashion design or like a?
Oh no, she was at Fashion Week. She walked like during Fashion
because I
Week.
seen her dress.
That
I was like,
amazing.
Yeah, congrats to her, man.
So proud of her.
You have to help me get on here.
Of course. But
anyways, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. You guys comment, like, subscribe. I'm gonna put all her stuff in the bio. Nani by Danny. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me.